What's good, prima donnas? Back again today with another video, and I'm super excited about today's video because today I am going to be doing basically my best products from 2019. So these are pretty much all of my favorite products that I could not enter 2020 without, and I wanted to put you guys on to some of my holy grails and honestly hands down my favorite products that I discovered throughout the year of 2019. If you guys want to see a makeup award show and the award-winning product is of each category, then you already know what to do. Definitely keep on watching, and this is going to be a long one, so let's just jump right into this. Okay, so I have everything laid out right here on my vanity pretty much in category. I'm not gonna front, some categories do have more than one winner because I just couldn't pick a favorite, but yeah. So starting off with the way I do my makeup, I always start, of course, with my primer. I'm not gonna do skincare in this video only because I discovered legit so many bomb ass skincare products this year that I just felt like maybe if you guys want to see that, I can do like a separate video, but today I am just gonna be focusing strictly on makeup. Yeah, I'm excited. So first things first, of course, category is primers. I do have two of them that I want to talk about. The first one, hands down, literally, like when I thought of primers and I thought which primer that I discovered this year that is my absolute favorite, wasn't even a question to me. It is the Fenty Beauty. This is actually the hydrating primer. So the proper name is the Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. So I absolutely love this stuff. I feel like even if you are not dry skin and you're just looking for something to hydrate you, this is absolutely beautiful. It is the perfect name, that soft silk. That's exactly how it makes your skin literally like silky, like filtered. Like, it is absolutely stunning. I literally cannot start my makeup without using this primer because I feel like I could see just such a huge difference if I do not use it, if that makes sense. The only thing about this primer though is that it does not fill in your pores. So I do like to kind of like do a combination of a hydrating primer because I am dry skin, mixing with a little bit of a pore filling primer. And the pore filling primer that I have been obsessed with is crazy because both of these are kind of like baby pink. That wasn't planned, but this one is the Touch and Soul No Pore Blum Primer. Usually when I use pore filling primers, they tend to give me like a matte type of finish to the skin, but definitely not this one. This one kind of definitely still hydrates you as well as fill in all of your pores, and it literally just makes your skin look airbrushed, like literally. Like, I cannot live without these two primers, and I don't know which one I like both. I honestly use this one more, but I love both of them. So moving on to the next category is brows, and I am so happy to be showing you guys this product because girl, it has saved me a lot of money, okay? And I'm pretty sure all of us here love to save some coins, especially when it has to do with a product that you use every fucking day, if you know what I'm talking about. So before, my holy grail eyebrow pencil used to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and if you guys know, it is pretty pricey. It is $21, and if you are anything like me, that I literally have to fill in my eyebrows every day, whether I'm doing a full glam look or a minimal look, bitch, I got no brows, okay? So I need something on my brows. I was going through that pencil way too quickly, honestly. It was one of those like micro pencils where you just twist it up, and I was going through it way too quickly until I discovered this baby. This is the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. I literally have like 4 backups of these because this pencil, you guys, is fucking $5. $5, all right? Leslie Marie put you on. You heard it here first. I do not see any YouTuber raving about this, but this is like an exact dupe of the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Literally has that same little micro point that the Brow Wiz has. I love it, you guys. It's super pigmented. It's not too creamy where it's just gonna like wipe right off. Like, I love it. It has a spoolie on the other side. It is just like the perfect pencil, you guys. This is what I have on my brows right now. Like I said, I am obsessed with this pencil. It's only $5, so every time I go to Ulta or I'm at the Morphe store, I literally grab like 5 of them. Another Morphe product for the brows that I have been loving that I discovered this year is actually the Morphe Translucent Brow Setting Gel. So yeah, this is what the brush looks like on the brow gel, and it is such a really good, affordable brow gel. If you have not tried the Morphe brow products, girl, I don't know what you're waiting for, because their shit is bomb, and I have literally been obsessed, and I have not bought a damn Brow Wiz since I discovered this shit, okay? So you're welcome. Next category is foundation, you guys, and I have three. I have three because obviously me being a beauty influencer, I try a lot of new skin products, a lot. So to narrow it down to 3 out of a whole 12 months, 365 days, I feel like I did pretty good because I have a ton of favorite foundations, but these have literally changed the game for me this year. Really quickly, I do kind of have a good mixture of high-end and drugstore products in this video, so you know, it's lit. So anyway, so first foundation that I want to talk about, which is the one that I'm wearing right now. I literally just love this foundation. I did a whole review on it with my best friend. If you guys want to check out that video, I will leave it down in the description box. Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. This is their luminous foundation, but I don't know if you can see it on my skin. I am dry skin. It does give me like a really pretty natural finish. I wouldn't necessarily say it's super luminous, kind of like the next foundation I'm going to be talking about, but it does give me kind of like a natural finish. It's not matte, but the way it dries down on me, it does not look like super luminous, and I just love that. It literally makes my makeup look so healthy and so pretty. It goes on like butter, and I love the longevity of this foundation. In the ABH foundation, I am in the shade 300C, and there's really not much to say about it. I just absolutely love it, and you can kind of like already see what I'm talking about. Shit just looks bomb, okay? So the next foundation that I love more for like an everyday type of wear is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. So this is what this one looks like. I am in the shade 240. I love wearing this foundation, you guys. It literally just looks like skin. Like if you know, like if you put on a foundation and like you know that you look not matte, but it just looks like you're wearing like foundation. This looks like if I'm having a perfect skin day, my skin is just fucking glowing, and this is super luminous. So if you do have dry skin and you have not tried this yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. I do know people that are combination skin that rave about this as well. So if you have not tried it, I will go into Sephora and grab me a sample because this shit is bomb as well. For my drugstore foundation, you guys, I'm pretty sure we all know what it is, but it is the Revolution First Base Foundation Stick. I am in the shade F5, and I just want to show you guys how much I truly fucking love this foundation. Look, it's gone. Look, it doesn't twist up anymore. I literally scraped everything that I could in there. I have to go to Ulta and get me a new one, but I love this foundation, especially for filming, you guys. This is the perfect foundation if you are trying to take photos. It's not too matte, it's not too luminous. It is perfect, and it photographs amazing. It looks amazing when I'm filming. That's why I love it, and it's affordable. It's from Revolution. These three right here though, cannot enter 2020 without them, even though this one's finished, but I'm a re-up, all right? I'm going to Ulta tomorrow. Don't clap me. So after foundation, of course, is concealer. And concealer is kind of like another thing hand in hand that I try very, very often. I'm literally like a concealer junkie. I'm like a face product junkie. When it comes to like foundation and concealers, I literally want to try everything. So I did narrow it down to my favorite three. I don't know why. I have 3 foundations, 3 concealers. Anyway, so number 1 is really not much to say about this because I feel like this is kind of like everybody's favorite concealer, but I had to mention it because literally I used tubes of this. This is kind of like my 3rd one this year, and this is the Tarte Shape Tape. Y'all already know. Y'all heard so many good things about this. It's fucking bomb. This was a limited edition one that came with a really cute keychain. But yeah, you guys, I don't even want to rave about it no more because you guys have seen me use this shit mad times in videos, and y'all just know because it is kind of like a beauty guru favorite that this shit is lit. Very full coverage, and it's just bomb. So anyway, another high-end concealer that I have that I just recently discovered that I've been, you know, filming with pretty often. This is the Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer. Oh, by the way, in Shape Tape, I am in the shade Light Neutral. And in the Kylie Jenner one, I am in the shade Ivory. I like my concealers to be more of like that golden undertone. I really, really like this. You guys, it's not as thick as the Shape Tape, which is why I like it. I feel like not every time I want a super full coverage under eye. There's certain days where, you know, I just want my, you know, concealer to look more on the natural side, not so bright, not too extra. And this is just that perfect concealer. My last concealer, which is a drugstore concealer, you know, I always got to give y'all a drugstore alternative. The L'Oreal infallible full wear concealer. This I can say is kind of like a dupe for the Shape Tape. Of course, not as expensive, a lot more affordable, and to me it is a lot more blendable. The Shape Tape is like the thickest concealer that I am talking about because that shit is heavy duty. This one is a, you know, like kind of like one step down from being like Shape Tape. It's just a little bit less thick. In the L'Oreal, I'm in the shade 360 Cashmere, and this is actually the concealer that I have on today. It still gives me that nice bright under eye effect. It gives me full coverage. I love this concealer as well. So it kind of just depends on kind of like what you're in the mood for, but definitely these three concealers. So I want to talk about pretty much my beauty tool because it goes hand in hand with foundation and concealer, and I wanted to mention it because this has literally changed the game for me. So I used to be super hard on the Beauty Blender and super hard on the Real Techniques sponge until my friend actually put me on to this sponge, and girl, I have never went back. This is the e.l.f. sponge. If y'all know e.l.f., it's mad dirty because I just used it, sorry. But yeah, if y'all know e.l.f. is dirt cheap, okay, but their makeup is so poppin'. I literally just discovered this sponge, you guys, and I'm not sure if you can see, but it is so squishy. Nothing like the Real Technique sponge. Like, this shit makes the Real Technique sponge feel like a fucking rock. I really like this one. This is my favorite, but another good one is the Wet n Wild sponge. So if you have not tried those, girl, you're really sleeping. You're really sleeping. All right, so moving on to setting powders, and hands down it was the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose setting powder. And they launched these when they did launch the foundation. Like I said, I do have a full review on the foundation and the powder as well. I have mine right now in the shade Vanilla, and it is just such a beautiful powder, you guys. Like, I love it. I literally love it. This is what I used today to set my under eyes, and as you guys can see, it literally looks airbrush. It doesn't look dry. It literally minimizes all of the creasing. It is just such a beautiful powder. I just love the fact that, especially the shade Vanilla, it keeps the under eyes nice and highlighted, which I love that. It does give you a matte finish, so it is just perfect to pair with a luminous foundation if you are dry skin. So yeah, if you haven't tried this, girl, this is the business right here. I use translucent powder underneath my eyes. For face powder, this is the product that I use to set the rest of my mug, you know what I'm saying? So that way my foundation does not go anywhere. The reason why I do not use translucent powder on my face is because I like a matte translucent powder, and I would not put a matte powder all over my face because I am dry skin. So the face powder that I've been loving that keeps my skin looking like skin is the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. Now, I've been actually using this powder for like 3 years going on 4 years because I worked at Sephora before I got pregnant with Autumn, and Autumn is 3. And when I worked at Sephora is actually when I discovered this powder, and this is literally like a dupe to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I love this powder so much. It just leaves my skin looking like skin, and that's what I want. I want it to stay set, but I do not want to mattify it. Like, I love that natural, healthy skin look. So I really like this. Moving on to cream contour. I'm not huge on cream contouring, so the first product that came to mind that I've been loving for cream contouring this year is the Huda Beauty. This is their Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream. If you guys are scared of cream contour or just not used to it like me, this Huda Beauty one, girl, this blends like butter into your foundation. Like, I can blend it out with my beauty blender. I could blend it out with a stippling brush. It is just so bomb, you guys. The shade range on these are pretty nice too. I think they have like 5 different ones. I'm in the shade Lights, and this is what the light one looks like. I will do a little swatch. This shit is so creamy. It is just beautiful, you guys. And the undertone, oh my god, I love that. Every time I use a cream contour, it always makes my face look kind of muddy because they're too cool tone, and this is just a perfect mix, you guys. On camera it does look a lot warmer, but in person it does have like that natural type of finish. It's not too warm and it's not too light. Moving on to bronzer. I know everybody right now is gonna be like, she's gonna say, Mac, give me some. I really want to, you guys. I really do, because that is still my favorite bronzer. But I have been talking about this damn bronzer for years, okay? This shit is never gonna leave my makeup collection, honestly. Like, never. If you guys are not aware, this is MAC Give Me Sun. This is my favorite bronzer. But, okay, I'm going to put you on to my new favorite bronzers starting from 2019. That one is still one of my favorites, but I just want to talk about new shit, okay? The Fenty Beauty, this is Private Island Sunstalker bronzer, and I love the Fenty bronzers. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're just so beautiful. This is the one that I am wearing today. Oh my gosh, it is just stunning. It gives me that perfect beachy bronzy look, but it's not too orange. It is just perfect, like perfect. It also blends really nicely on top of the skin. It doesn't skip, it doesn't drag, and it also does not look muddy. So this one is a really good bronzer. A more affordable alternative that I have been loving as well has been the Morphe. This is the Glamour Bronze Megastar bronzer. This came out with that whole bronze collection that they did, and I love this bronzer. First of all, I love the fact that this shit is huge. Okay, if you're anything like me, I go in with a big brush and I freaking slap on my bronzer. So the fact that this is big, it makes me feel like it's gonna last a long time, especially the way I be digging in my bronzers. And it's just huge. I love that it comes with a mirror. I just love this bronzer. It is just a perfect undertone. This is a side comparison of what I was talking about. This one is definitely more natural. This one is a lot more like warmer. So it depends on what you're in the mood for that day. You know what I'm saying? But I love these bronzers. Moving on to blush, you guys, my number one favorite blush that I literally kind of like pair with every single look. This is the Collab blush. This is their Soft Spot Sheer Blush, and this one is in the shade Sweet Surprise. When I go closer to the light, it kind of like washes things out. So I'm going to show you guys from back here. Do you see this? Like, do you see this? Is the perfect blush for every day. It's not too peachy, not too pinky. It is just so natural, but it gives you like a really pretty healthy look onto the skin. I have this blush on today and I love this blush. It is more on the sheer side. It's not like super pigmented, which I really like that because I feel like I have more control with this blush. And it does kind of have like little reflex of shimmer, but it's not glittery in any sense. It is a matte blush, but it just looks so nice on the skin. This next product, you guys, it is going to be a struggle for me to show you because I actually just recently broke it. But this is the Morphe Blush Palette Trios. This one is in the shade Pop of Coral. I love these Morphe blush palettes. Oh my gosh, guys. Like, if you have not tried them, their shade selection is just bomb. Like, but anyway, they're super affordable and you get 3 blushes. This has been my favorite one that I did break, but just so that way you guys could kind of see the colors. It is definitely like the perfect blush palette. I'm not big on pink blushes, so these have been like my favorite. I just realized that I completely just forgot about eyes. Okay, so when it comes up to eyeshadow palettes, it was hard to basically narrow down certain palettes because I collect palettes. I love eyeshadow palettes. So I kind of narrowed it down by brand. What was my favorite brand of eyeshadow this year? And first one that I'm going to talk about, honestly, is ColourPop. ColourPop killed it this year. I literally like was on my toes when it came up to ColourPop. They were just launching so many new palettes and so much new shit back to back to back that it just kept me interested. I was always intrigued to see what ColourPop was coming out with next. Their formula was just amazing for their price point. If you guys do not know, ColourPop is super cheap, but their makeup is amazing. So my favorite palette, this is kind of like my everyday palette. If you guys did watch my kind of like everyday summer makeup routine, you guys know that the Dream Street palette was hands down my shit. It is very well loved and very well used, you guys. I literally love these 2 shades right here for like an everyday makeup look. I loved when they were popping out with the little mini palettes in the summertime, you guys. The Honey palette was my shit. So impressed with this Honey palette. Like, I was so hyped when this came out, as well as the Orange You Glad palette. Not saying that all 3 of these are my favorite, but I'm talking about formula and brand. Like, ColourPop really killed it this year. Like, I was so impressed with their palettes. I had to give them a shout out in this video. Next brand I want to talk about that's more on the higher end side is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this palette. Like, I could not leave 2019 without this palette. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and as you guys can see, it is dirty. This palette went with me everywhere. It went with me to Miami. It went with me on everything that I did in the summertime. This is what the palette looks like. If you guys are in need of a perfect natural, literally you can create every look with this, and soft glam is my shit. I love soft glam, so I definitely love this palette so much. I had to give it a mention. And another palette that I have been loving, the Jackie Aina palette, you guys. I actually at first didn't think much of it until I got it, and I was just using it nonstop. This is what the Jackie Aina palette looks like. Another really pretty natural palette, but this one does have more like pops of color to it. Super nice. And of course, the biggest launch for Anastasia as far as palettes this year was their Norvina collection. So this is the Norvina one. So this is what this one looks like. And then this was the third one, which is my favorite. Look at this. Like, this is beautiful. Shit like this turns me on, okay? Anastasia absolutely killed it this year. ColourPop killed it this year. Two brands that I was just so impressed with as far as eyeshadow palettes that I just had to give them the award. Goes to ColourPop and Anastasia as far as eyeshadow. Moving on to highlights and then lips. So we have only two more categories. Okay, so moving on to highlight, I really want to mention this Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess highlighter palette. Is owned by Manny MUA. This is his makeup brand, and when he came out with, I don't know if you guys can see, okay, right there, I don't know if you guys can see, that's his eyeshadow palette. It's black and gold, and the white and gold was the highlighter palette. I don't know what happened with the highlighter palette, but I think he discontinued it. I do not see it anymore on the website, but this is my everyday highlighters, you guys. I love this. It's just everything that I need. So being that this is discontinued, I don't really want to talk about it too much in this video, but I will talk about two other highlighters that I am obsessed with. So this is a Dose of Colors Friendcation collab with Desi and Katie. This is the highlighter in the shade Fuego. Packaging is popping, you guys. I love that, as well as the Friendcation palette that's back there. I love that as well, but the highlighter is just bomb. In the summertime, this was the perfect beautiful bronzy golden highlighter. Like, it wasn't too dark for my skin. It was just popping, beaming, blinding, like everything that you want in a highlight. Buttery, all of that. But right now in the winter time, it is a little bit too dark for me, so I've been using the Morphe. This is the high impact highlighter in the shade Extra. And girl, this highlighter is actually the one that I have on today. So in the pan, it looks more like white, I should say, but it's not white. Like, if you swatch it, it is definitely like a golden type of champagne color. Both of these highlighters are like butter. I don't like a really powdery highlight, like it has to melt into my skin. Both of these highlighters do that for me. They're just two different shades. So side by side, I will show you the difference. But as you guys can see, the Morphe one is a little bit lighter, so it's more wearable right now in the winter time, where this one is a little bit golden, but I absolutely love both of them. Okay, so last but not least is lip products. You guys know I love my nudes, so all of these are going to be in the nude family. So I do have two liners here. My first liner is my everyday liner. This is the NYX matte lip pencil in the shade Sandstorm. It is just the perfect everyday liner. Honestly, beautiful. The next liner that I'm going to be talking about is more of like my glam liner. This is the Kylie Dulce K. This one is a little bit more like a warmer brown next to Sandstorm. So this is Sandstorm, is more of like a cool tone. Dulce K is a lot more warmer, which is the one that I am wearing today, and I literally love these two liners. Lipsticks and liquid lipsticks. My everyday nude, you guys, is this right here. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Caro. I love this color, you guys. This is what I have right now on the center. It is just so good. Oh my god. The formula is not too drying, especially in the winter time. If you love matte lips like me, bitch, you need something that has some type of hydration. This is my favorite color out of the whole entire soft matte lip creams. Also from NYX, I've been loving the NYX Lingerie push-up pencils. These are the ones that kind of just like are a push-up pencil. Self-explanatory. This one is in the shade Lace Detail. As you guys can see, I've been wearing it down, okay? I love the color of this. Look at this. This is just gorgeous. So this one is, look at that nude. This is just perfect, you guys. So next to Caro's a lot more, like, not as thicker in consistency, but Caro is a lot more lighter. And my high-end liquid lipstick favorite is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Stripped. Ooh, I love this color so much as well, you guys. Oh my God, my swatches today are horrible, but look at that. That is just like the perfect nude. They're kind of like all similar. Like I said, nudes kind of tend to look also the same. It's just the undertone. Last but not least is glosses. So my first favorite gloss is the ColourPop Juicy Gloss in the shade She's Here. I love this gloss. It is the perfect nude gloss, and it definitely, I love the name of it because they're called Juicy. They make your lips look plump and juicy. Just amazing. And for drugstore gloss, this is the Essence High Shine Gloss. My friend Nisha put me onto this, and bitch, every time I go to Ulta, I have to buy like 2 of these. This is just the best clear gloss ever. It's not sticky. It's super shiny. It's just popping. Almost forgot setting sprays, so let me just quickly show you guys my favorite setting sprays. I'm a dry girl, so I tend to go for more of a luminous, dewy type of setting spray. So first and foremost is the Anastasia Dewy Set Setting Spray. Packaging absolutely killed it for me. It makes me want to use it. It makes me want to grab it every time I see it on my vanity. It is just such a really nice spray. I love the mist on it, you guys. It kind of reminds me of like the Max Fix Plus, especially the bottle too, but just so poppin'. Another really nice setting spray that I like is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Mist. Actually recently just discovered this one like a month or 2 ago, and girl, I've been using it down. It is just that fine type of mist, not like the dewy mist. That one is like you get a pump. This one is just so fine. I don't know if you guys can see, but it literally feels like you're spraying nothing. But I love this one, and it smells like watermelon. I literally could drench myself in this, and I just love the way that both of these make the skin look. Today I am wearing the watermelon mist on my face, and as you guys can see, it just gives my skin a really nice, healthy, pretty glow. So that pretty much sums up all of my best products of 2019. I hope you guys did discover new products. Definitely highly recommend all of these. Honestly, that's why they made it to this video. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Thank y'all all for watching, and until next time, guys, bye.